We're going to explain how to convert a number representing a date into an actual date format in Excel. This is useful when you have data where dates are stored as numbers, perhaps from older systems or spreadsheets. Excel stores dates internally as numbers, with each number representing the number of days since a base date, usually January 1st, 1900. So, converting a numerical date back to a readable date format is just a matter of formatting the cell correctly. There are a couple of ways to achieve this. 1. Using the Format Cells option. This is the simplest method. Select the cells containing the numerical date. Right-click and choose Format Cells. In the Number tab, select Date. You'll see various date formats available. Choose the one you prefer, e.g., MD, DME, etc. Click OK. Excel will automatically interpret the number and display it as a date in the format you've selected. This works perfectly if the number correctly represents a date within Excel's date system. If you get unexpected results, it might be because of the underlying system's date calculation. Excel's default 1900 date system can sometimes cause issues with dates before March 1st, 1900. 2. Using the date function for more control. This method offers more control, particularly if your numerical date doesn't directly correspond to Excel's standard date system, or if you need to adjust for variations in how the number represents the date. The date function takes 3 arguments: year, month, and day. Let's say your numerical date is in cell A1. You might need to use formulas to extract the year, month, and day from A1. This depends on how the number in A1 is encoded. For example, if A1 represents the date as YYYMMDD, e.g., 2024-0315 for March 15th, 2024, you'd use formulas like year A1 to get the year, month A1 to get the month, and day A1 to get the day. These formulas assume the number in A1 is formatted accordingly and would need adjustments based on your actual data structure. Then use the date function in another cell, e.g. B1, like this: date year A1, month A1, day A1. This will create a date from the extracted year, month, and day. Finally, you can format cell B1 as a date using the method in step 1 for a nicely formatted output. This approach is a bit more complex, but it gives you far more flexibility if your numerical dates aren't formatted in a standard way. 3. Troubleshooting. If neither method works directly, you may need to investigate how the numerical date is encoded. Check if there's any documentation or metadata associated with your data source explaining the date's number format. You might need to adjust formulas to correctly extract the year, month, and day components before using the date function. Additionally, remember to consider Excel's date system limitations, particularly for dates before 1900. If the number isn't a valid date within Excel's system, it won't automatically convert. Also remember that if your dates are in a different column, you will need to alter the cell references in these examples accordingly. Always check your data for potential errors and inconsistencies before attempting the conversion. Once you correctly identify the date format, Excel provides you with the tools to convert these numerical values into easily readable dates.